Hello and welcome to a goodbye and hello video on the Lonely Knitter YouTube channel. My name is Laura and I have been hosting the Lonely Knitter podcast and vlogs and other little videos on this channel since April 2018, which feels like a lifetime ago. And some changes are happening. If you haven't seen my podcast before, that's probably a really fun place to be, because the past 91 episodes and the chats I've had with you guys and the vlogs that have come up, they're going to be very different from what's coming in the future. I have had a lot of life changes coming up, and over the last couple of years things have been spotty and not always been able to post when I've wanted to post, and the majority of my videos have been posted between been filmed between 9 o'clock at night and 11 o'clock at night, and well, things are changing. So I have notes because I know I ramble but if you haven't seen my podcast before, then we're about to embark on episode 1 of the new Lonely Knitter podcast. I am going to keep my 91 back episodes on YouTube, my vlogs and all the other things, but hopefully you will see quite a big difference in the future. So when I started the Lonely Knitter podcast in April 2018, I had no knitting friends in real life whatsoever. I had a small baby, I had a 1-year-old, and I wasn't in the online knitting community in any way, shape or form. And starting a podcast catapulted me into that life in a way I could never have expected. It was crazy and amazing. This podcast has got me through various mental health struggles, the community that have built up around this podcast, the friends I have made through my podcast and through the online knitting community has got me through multiple mental health struggles. It got me through Alfie's pregnancy, my second child's pregnancy, and I know so many of you know how bad that was for me. I was in hospital for an entire month before I had my son. He was premature, and the struggles that we went on with from there. The support that I got from this community, I will never be able to pay that back. Like, I'd never be able to express how much that meant to me. My wedding, I got married while I was filming the podcast. I went to my first yarn show. I started my business, kick-started my business with the help of all you guys. I had gallbladder surgery. I was in and out of A&E. I've had various problems with my teeth issue that I have. If you speak to me normally, you'll see that I might not be speaking 100% normally today, because in about 5 minutes I'm going to the dentist for a tooth abscess that you might be able to see swelling. It's all very sexy around here. But yeah, I've had multiple health issues. I have had the dog has just knocked my husband's PlayStation controller off onto the sofa and he looked at me with this look of fear. I wouldn't touch it either, mate. You've been with me when I got a puppy. Crazy, I'm telling you. I should not have done that. Yeah, you've joined me, all of my lovely friends, to watch things that I filmed late at night when I was tired, probably not making any sense, and not that I necessarily will make more sense during the day, but you never know. So 91 episodes that feel like a real journey through my life over the last nearly 5 years, but a lot is changing, and I'm going back to episode 1. So because of all the changes, because I want to start a new format, all the things I want to do, I'm starting again with an episode 1. I might call it the TLK podcast, or I'm not sure. There might be a slight change to the name so it's easier to differentiate between new episodes and back episodes, because I don't want to take the old ones down. But here's what's going to change. So both of my children are now in childcare 4 days a week. My daughter is at school full time, and my son today started 4 days a week of nursery. And it's life-changing for me, because up until that point I have been a stay-at-home mum working 2 jobs, because I run a yarn show. I mean, that's another thing that happened during the last 91 episodes. I started a yarn show, but I run a yarn show and then I have my own business as a yarn dyer. So yeah, working 2 jobs whilst looking after a 2-year-old who is now 3 obviously, but small children, has been so hard that it has broken me multiple times. I'm not even joking, broken me. So that's why I wanted to start again, because I love that chunk of my life. It has been amazing and everything, but I'm shutting a door and moving into a new chapter, and I thought I would like to take the podcast with me on that chapter. So yeah, I have 4 days a week with no children for 6 hours, and I will be working in that time, and hopefully then being able to really treasure and have amazing fun with my children when they're here, because I was working when I had my children and I'd like to have a bit more of a healthy family and work balance. So the dog is now going to walk around and make noise, and there is background noise I'm sure in this video because my tumble dryer is going through that wall, so apologies. Organisation is something that you are going to see from me. I have got my planners for the year, my Filofax, which everything will be a little bit more organised because of it, my list book where I write all of the lists of everything, and I have a Tilly Flop project planner where everything that I work on this entire year will be written in the project planner so that we can chat about things. And this is from Tilly Flop and it's gorgeous, so if you are in the market, go and grab one. So you can see a bit more organisation from me this year. You will be able to see me finishing long-term whips or frogging them with a new section called Finish It or Frog It, and I am going to be going into the garage where there are over 50 whips that have been sat in project bags, some of them since before I started the original podcast, and I need to sort this out. I am at this point of wanting to sort out everything. I'm going to be recording in daylight, like right now, and I won't be giant bag. I mean, I can't guarantee there won't be giant bags under my eyes, but I won't be so tired, hopefully. I have set up a Discord group for the podcast. It is a community group. It is for everyone who wants to chat. It is a no pressure group. You can be knitting things in my yarn or anyone else's, it does not matter, and it has a prize draw thread. So I will put the link below, but if you'd like to join the community on Discord, it's free. It's just a really nice, easy to chat place. A lot of people haven't used Discord before and we're all learning together, so it's fine. But if you jump into that group, you will find the FO prize draw thread, and anything that you knit that is 50% or more my yarn, you can post the finished objects in there, and quarterly, maybe more often, I will draw prizes on the podcast from that thread and share them here. So feel free to jump in there if you'd like to be a part of it. Regular videos, I don't yet know if it'll be weekly or fortnightly, but I can guarantee you at least 1 video a month, which is what I want to stay happy. I like to chat to you guys, so hopefully it'll get into a real rhythm. But yeah, regular videos from me, because I will actually have time to knit in the evenings and do things instead of working / mumming at all times. There will be some time for other things. 30 minutes of knitting a day is something that I am setting aside for myself, and it might just be to work on a square in my square a day blanket, might be something else, but every day minimum of 30 minutes knitting, because I was losing my hobby to my job and I don't want to do that. I will always have a project on the needles in someone else's yarn, so at least every once a week I will work on something in someone else's yarn because I have an amazing stash and I want to work from it. There are clubs this year that have just opened up, and January's are open now. You can check them out on my website, but those will run throughout the year. One is the Out of the Clubhouse, which is the Mickey and Friends inspired collection, club, and every month there'll be a colourway and it's not a mystery. And then one is 5 mini skeins, and this year I am going January is Disney, February is Marvel, so on and so forth, Disney Marvel throughout the year, and picking a movie each month to be inspired by. So January is Beauty and the Beast, and it is open at the moment, so if you'd like to check out my clubs, feel free, they're over on my website. And my first collection for this year will be the Doctor Who collection, and I will be planning a couple of collections throughout the year, probably not many at all, but the Doctor Who collection is coming. The other things that are coming from me this year are shows. The next show I'll be vending at is Waltham Abbey Wool Show, and then I'm visiting Unravel, but I couldn't apply to vend because East Anglia Yarn Festival is in March, my second year of running my own show at the Norfolk Showground Arena in Norwich. So tickets are on sale, classes are on sale, the social night is up. All the details are on that website and it'll be below if you'd like to check it out. Feel free if you want to come and party with me. But yeah, this is the start of a very big change. So over here things are going to change a lot, and I hope you come with me. I hope you'd like to come on this next sort of step in my journey with me. Fair enough if you don't want to, I totally get it, I'm quite boring. But yeah, the podcast is something I don't want to let go, but at the same time it's going to change a lot, and I think it's nice to maybe mark that change. This feels like a very self-indulgent, just talking video, and I obviously like to hear the sound of my own voice. I'm gonna shut up because it's just whittering on now, isn't it? But yeah, thank you so much. If you've watched, look out for episode 1 of the Lonely Knitter podcast, rebooted, coming soon, because I have a lot to talk about. Bye bye, and thank you as always for making me so much less of a lonely knitter.